What's up, everybody? I just checked the time. I realized it was about time to make another one of these buggaroos, another one of these devlogs. Sadly, my development has been kind of slow these past 2 months. I've been busy. I do gotta apologize. I said in the last one that I'd have the combat demo ready this time around. I did not do that. I did a bunch of utility stuff instead, but it will for sure be up next time I make one of these, because I'm very close to having it at that point. I end up doing a lot of stuff like day and night cycle and things, or look at this fat little scrumptious rat. Ooh, it's mouth-watering, it's tasty looking. This ain't no New York City rat, it's a big, fat, mostly disease-free forest rat. That's the kind of thing you stick on a stick and eat. So the way I set up their AI is they just wander to random points in search of that nice sweet dinner, and then they draw an invisible circle around them that collides with stuff like food and bushes that they could get food from, and then they run over there and they either just grab the food and run back to the nest, or they pull the food off the tree and run back to the nest. You know, bibbidi bop boom. They no longer hungry, and they're nice and fat, so I can eat them. The fox's code is very similar to the rats, except they look for small prey animals to chase down and kill for that sweet, sweet dinner. Fox is a little cute though too, he's a little cutie. Now, inventory stuff is kind of boring to explain, so I'm not really going to explain it a whole lot, but now you can be all decked out here. You know, you can equip all these different beautiful items on you. You can look swagged out. You can be dripping. You're dripping so hard. You ain't even stepped in the water and you're still dripping. Now, the type of equipment does gravely change how easy it is to add something to it. Like gloves, I can add an infinite number of gloves, super easy, no stress to me, because they're not actually drawn on your character, there's no hands. But like a piece of chest armor, that's different. The chest armor, because I have to have different drawn sprites for every single different body type, and then I have to import them all, and then I have to go through and specially name everything, so I just have a system that searches what your body type is, what your build is and all that stuff, what your gender is, and then goes and grabs whatever equipment needs to be drawn on you that way. But hey, back to something a bit more visual that you can look at and get that eye candy. Look at these new plants I've been making. Shows you what this game's gonna look like when it's finally done. It's gonna look beautiful. I understand that there's gonna be low animations, everything's gonna water like penguins, but it's still gonna look good, okay? You know, I'm gonna have shaders and all these pixels and all that stuff. It's gonna look good. The first area I'm going to be adding into the game for testing for walking around is going to be an island that's going to be based kind of off of Sicily. So I've done olive trees, hawthorn trees, manna ash, different ferns, and a fig bush. Because I'm essentially every area in the game is biologically and everything going to be based off of a area that actually exists. With a few areas are going to be changed with a few more fantasy elements to it. But yeah, it's going to be cool. I also have this little spinner here that loves to murder the local wildlife, but let's not dwell on that too much. PETA might get mad. But that adds me to my next addition, which is blood. Look at that juice. That ain't a sword, that's a juicer. I was halfway tempted to remake the blood system I implemented in Brimstone, just because that system I think is very beautiful, how it just paints blood everywhere. But I'm very happy with this. The projectile starts off like an upward motion, and then gravity drags it to the ground, then boom, it turns a little puddle on the ground. I think it's very good looking. I was very happy with how this turned out. But yeah, boom, nice and juicy. Last little feature I'm going to tell you guys about is the day and night cycle I implemented. Yeah, I'm not going to really explain it a whole lot because it's just a ton of code. I use shaders to implement it instead of using surfaces and stuff to just draw colors on stuff. So it actually does go through and render every pixel. Because, that's the power of shaders. Shaders are brilliant. I am terrible at implementing shaders, but they're brilliant. But, yep, that's it. Adios. See y'all in 1 to 2 months. Next update should be that playable combat demo.